Hello and welcome to the official Metroidvania review stream of Vision Soft Reset Part 2. And hi, Nick.
How's it going this morning?
So, Nick, could you give us a recap on what happened last week?
So there's this guy named Wally, and he's got a robot or something? I'm not real sure. Anyway, that's pretty much everything that happened.
Okay, so we're playing a character named Oracle who has the ability to see the future. And the premise of the game is that she is viewing a whole bunch of alternate different futures. And from a player standpoint, that means we get to affect all these different timelines, all these possible outcomes of her actions. And then eventually she'll play them out by the end of the game. And what the big conflict of the game is that in 20 minutes from when they landed on this planet, the world is going to explode. We're going to go ahead and work back to the beginning of the time period to start off today. So we have 20 minutes to figure out how to stop the world from exploding, is the premise of the game. And you have a friend named Wally who is basically useless except for putting post-it notes up on the spaceship, and that's what Nick was talking about.
Oh yeah, there's Wally. He's the main character, I think. I don't.
So because you have the ability to see the future, when you fight monsters, they'll have little shadows that kind of telegraph their attacks. You also have the ability to reverse time, basically, and it's called your visions because, as I said, they're not technically time traveling. You're seeing possible futures. It's like that scene in Avengers when what was that, or Infinity War, where he's like, I've seen so many different futures, and only one of them is the one where we succeed.
Oh yeah,
it's like that.
Magic hands.
Yes. All right, so we're going to haphazardly try and route a new way to the power source, just to save ourselves a couple of minutes of time. So I'm going to try and get down there as quickly as possible.
So I just want to say, just based on sci-fi tropes, if you show up on a planet and then discover it's going to blow up within 20 minutes, there's a real high likelihood you have something to do with that planet blowing up.
I actually don't remember if that pans out or not. I don't remember how to get to the power source, so we're going to try and get there as quickly as possible, basically blind. It's either at the top or the bottom here. I think... Okay, we can go this way, I think.
Also, there is an evil cat that is trying to capture us.
So yeah, last time we met this cat who wanted to study you because apparently he knows that your race has the ability to see the future and he wants to figure out how you do that.
By murdering you.
Also, Nick said you're a robot. You're not a robot. You're some kind of slug thing. Slug in a suit.
You're slugging that head. In your xenomorph head.
Yes. Alright. Trying to do this as quickly as possible, and when you speedrun things, you tend to make mistakes. Oh! Okay. We're going to make that jump. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. Okay. We have gotten the power turned on in less than a minute, so that's good. Now we can start exploring again. So the ability upgrade that we unlocked was this sword. It has the ability to break specific barriers. Alright, we're going to start this off without being terrible.
Does it do damage to enemies?
Whoops. It does, actually. I probably should figure out how to use that appropriately. Although, when somebody else is slashing in your direction, you kind of tend not to want to be in that line of fire.
Zone.
Yeah.
You need to teleport behind them and then tell them that there's nothing personal.
We went this way, and it's a complete waste of time. So that's cool. We're going to go ahead and work back to that time frame, because there's no reason to go this direction.
Metroidvanias, am I right?
The cool thing about this game is that you can basically set your own warp points and do exactly that.
Spinning buzzsaw! Spinning buzzsaw! Spinning buzzsaw!
It's a Metroidvania now. That's the joke.
Have we had a game in your streams yet that haven't had a spinning buzzsaw?
I don't think Destroy Space Aliens had any. Do you remember spinning buzzsaw in Destroy Space Aliens? I don't.
No, I don't. We should have let him know that he needs to add those to the sequel.
His sequel needs. Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll put it like in a room in a corner somewhere if he never intended for it to be there. Just to have it.
Just a single challenge room.
That's my
with
request.
Like 8 million buzzsaws.
I will donate to your Kickstarter if you put a buzzsaw in your game. It doesn't even have to be a good one. Just put a circle and make it look like it's oscillating.
I think you need to go back to all of your reviews and then just add a little checkbox for has buzzsaw or does not have
has buzzsaws. That's one of my tags on my website. All of my tags on my website are because of specific gameplay elements that people dislike or liked and wanted to see. So that was an example of a wall that you could now slash through. Which I think that this is the section of the game, the world, that we need to access next, and we don't have enough HP to take more than one hit from these guys, so we're going 100% off of visions for these weird tadpole things. I don't know what these
are. They're acid seals.
Acid seals? Okay, that makes it sound like their eyes are like bloodshot and.
Yes, they're all strung out.
Okay, I don't think this water can hurt us, and I think this is where we need to be, so we're going to go this way. This water
Can you drown?
No, this water isn't boiling like...
Alright.
You see the little...
Whoa.
No.
What's going on?
I'm seeing visions of fish that are going to kill me.
I didn't realize the first thing was a vision.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to forget what the mechanics are in this game just because they're so different. I was talking to the developer for Rune Fencer Ilya, which is coming out. Really cool looking game, by the way. And he mentioned that he was going to steal the Visions thing for one of the bosses just because it was so cool.
It's cool.
I can't remember. Okay, I actually don't know if this is where you're supposed to go. I think this is just where I went when I was playing the first time.
So you had memories of coming here?
Yeah, so I was really lost, and this is the part where I was trying to go last week because I remembered this being kind of a sticking point on where I was supposed to go. And as an act of desperation, I did a double jump like that, and so we're going to try that this time. I have no idea if this is sequence breaking or not, and obviously I'm not doing a very good job just double jumping up here. Come on. Aye. Oh, somebody left a comment on my video last week that they were interested in me looking at their game, and I need to respond to it. I need to remember to do that today. Okay, I'm pretty sure this can be done. We're going to give it like 5 more shots, and if we can't figure it out, then we'll try somewhere else. Oh, I was so close that time.
Yeah, you're like right on the edge.
I think I may have gotten past this point and then saw a different pathway. So, if
maybe
I have,
can you get further? Can you get further to the left on this platform before you make your jump?
I don't know if that's going to help because of the ceiling, but we'll try.
Oh, I see.
Like the ceiling is stopping me regardless of where I think I think the trick is...
Yeah, you're capping out.
Yeah.
To angle down as close to the ceiling as possible.
Yeah. Alright, one more shot, and then we'll go somewhere else. And by go somewhere else, I mean warp, because...
Back in time.
Oh, no, I feel like it was really close that time. Can I jump off this wall at all? It's so close. So, you get a power-up later on that definitely would make this easier. Okay, I think what the trick is I need to not hit the ceiling and get as much horizontal.
I just thought of a movie that this game and this time mechanic really remind me of, and I was going to bring it up, but then I realized that it was pretty big spoilers for that movie.
The unfortunate thing about reveals like this, or spoilers, is such a hard thing to deal with when you're trying to get somebody to play something or watch something. Like reviewing this game, it's like, okay, guys, this game's amazing, but I can't tell you anything about it, and the people are like, well.
Well, that's like there's a new Vanillaware game that just came out, the 13 Sentinels or 14 Sentinels. And Vanillaware literally is telling reviewers that they can't talk about anything beyond the first about 25% of the game, because the back 75% of the game would be huge spoilers.
I get that a lot when I'm given codes by the developers, the embargoes.
Oh, really? It's real common to set like content percentages that you can cover?
When I reviewed Phenotopia, they said that if I streamed it, then I could only stream up to an hour of it, which honestly, I could stream 10 hours and not cover even a quarter of that game. But they're just like, we just don't want it to be all spoiled before the game comes out. And I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. There was a big controversy. I remember Cynical Brit and a few other influencers when Bethesda first did their embargoes. Were like, oh, it's so consumer, or was that anti-consumer or whatever. And honestly,
I mean, their embargoes were, because those weren't content embargoes. Those were literally, you can't talk about this game until a set day. And some of the times it was things like a couple of days after the game came out.
Yeah, and the assumption was because they didn't want the reviews to affect their sales.
Right.
And I think that's we only made that assumption because the games were bad.
Yeah.
I think there are good reasons to want to restrict content. Okay, we just literally just went in a circle there. Let's
like
keep going
content
down
restrictions. Content restrictions I'm fine with. I'm fine with saying don't show anything beyond the first 30% of the game.
Right.
Because they can still kind of talk about it.
Sure.
What my problem would be is you can't release review until 2 days after the game comes out. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of reviews.
That does seem odd that they would say 2 days after, and I don't think I've ever run into that. In fact, most of the time, like when it's an indie developer, usually I don't get any kind of embargo unless the indie developer has a marketing arm pushing their game. And
well, yeah.
They're usually the ones who provide the key, not the developer themselves. Oops. Okay.
I would think a lot of indie devs are just kind of like, please review.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of been my experience. They want to get as much exposure as they can.
Which is understandable.
Okay, we're going to try a different route.
I mean, I haven't really seen much on this planet worth saving. It's full of a bunch of jerk animals and a jerk cat.
This is the problem with any end of the world scenario. Is the assumption is that somewhere out there's someone worth saving, but usually the conflict is involved with a bunch of jerks. It's the grand dilemma of content exposure. Okay, we can go this way. I think this just leads us back into the lab. Oh wait.
I think that's why a lot of story.
Who are you? A salesman of sorts. I deal with information. What's your name? It's Salesman. And since I've told you, I'd like to know yours. Oracle, what are you doing here, Salesman? Do you know about the meltdown? I like how we just accept that that's his name. That's a quick response. Like to ask more about you. But I'm afraid at the moment I don't have much information to give back. We'll meet again. What? Okay, and this leads back into the... So remember all those doors that we were trying to open with the puzzles and whatever?
We just... Oh, it's a throwing up platform.
Whoa.
Oh, we can just throw it now? That's fun.
Now we can just break it, yeah. Alright, we're going to use this save point here just to tag it. And I think we're going to explore down and to the left a little bit. I think I did sequence break when I went through the water over there. This is the problem. when you play the game the first time, you don't necessarily do things the way you're supposed to.
The whole point of these games, a lot of the time you do them along your own path.
Yeah, that's like one of the joys of the Metroidvania genre. I think there was another pathway if we go this way. So yeah, we don't have to solve those puzzles anymore, so that's nice. I think
it's actually kind of satisfying, especially if a puzzle is particularly tricky, if you can then go back and just cut your way through doors.
Yeah, well, that's another one of the joys of the Metroidvania genre, is being able to subvert obstacles that used to be a problem for you. Come on. I don't remember the... I think we got on top of that thing and then went from there. Oh, too early. Anyway, time travel is a really interesting subject for sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
It is one of the most interesting subjects and one of the best ways to ruin something.
Oh yeah. It's hard to write a good travel story. And a lot of people think that you need to like somehow make it where your story doesn't have any paradoxes or it like makes perfect sense. That's not what's required for a perfect time travel story.
No, in my opinion, Back to the Future is about as good as it gets, and that entire thing is a paradox in spite of Dr. Brown's. According to Back to the Future, a paradox is when you see yourself in the future, or see your own self, and there's a duplicate of you. That's...
Why
Any
are
other...
you doing the charge shot down thing to get higher?
Oh, right. I'm like charging my gun this whole time.
I was like, why does he keep just walking off and falling?
Oh, man. I never said that I... Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna wait for that thing to charge
To be fair,
up.
we were discussing very important things.
Yeah, it's no excuse. Come on, okay. Alright, here we go. One more try, we're just gonna do that, because apparently I can. Well, why did I hit that button? Okay. Yeah, time travels are like, or time travel plots are like stealth sections in video games that can be the best or they can ruin everything. We've already seen this dialogue, so I'm just gonna kind of skip through it.
Oh, right. We went back and now we haven't killed this guy yet.
Yes.
Imagine how terrified he would be if he had never even heard that you had a laser sword, then you just cut his door open with a laser sword.
Oh, we can't go this way. Well, we know there's a energy thing. So we spent all that time for nothing. Let's see. 1 second here. Alright, we can walk across the thing. I don't think there was anything up here, but we're going to check just because we're here. Otherwise, I'm just going to warp back. Honestly, we spent so much time in that area anyway that... Oops. Alright, let's see. We're going to go down here just to be sure. I don't know that we've been down here yet. I'm not remembering this area. We had to have been down here because we did the puzzles last week.
I think we did.
I love that we can just break our way through this. Oh, we need to come down here without the power on. Alright, cool.
Oh, now that you can just slash doors.
Yeah. Let's go do that. I think we might have a spot right next to the entrance. Yeah, right here, I think. Let's go ahead and warp to that. Keeping track of everything can be a real challenge.
Sure. Well, especially if you walk away for a week and then head back to it.
Yeah. Oops. Let's not fall straight down that. That poor cat. We're going to be seeing him a few times as we go through this. I think we can go down here. If I don't walk right into it, I can skip that way.
Oh, throwing up platforms.
Let's see. I think this is a shortcut. This is not where we want to be. Where are we? No, this leads to the... This leads to the core. Let's go ahead and warp back again. So, getting lost is just a natural part of the Metroidvania process. Even when you're, even when you've played it before, it's much worse the first time I played it. I at least have a somewhat idea of where to go. Or at least I know enough to know where not to go. Come on, turn off. Alright, fine. Just actually make the jump this time. Yeah, let's go left this time. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get up there. Oh, that's going to be tricky. Oh wait, I can go in this way. I forgot about that. Alright, we'll tag this. Okay, now that the power is off, we should be able to go down this way. And things are a little bit easier because there aren't as many traps. Alright, let's not take collision damage. Oh, that was way worse. Let's fly back up here and reform our strategy here. There we go. I think one of the biggest temptations with time travel is to just use it as a way to make a, quote, canon, unquote, version of your story.
True.
In an alternate universe. Which I know that that can be popular and sometimes even really good. On that same token, though, I feel like it kind of degrades the actions of the characters in question.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a problem anytime you have a game. Well, that's the problem anytime you have a game where there's a lot of player choice and then there's a sequel. I think Mass Effect is a perfect example.
Yeah, not just games, but like even like movies and stories like that.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I think this is where it leads to... Oh, wait a minute. No, let's just connect these two areas. Well, that was useless.
At least you know it's here.
Yeah. Fills out my map, I guess. Okay, so I think you can speed through that. Spoiler alert.
You get a wall jump?
Sort of. It's really awkward in this game. One of the detractors, I guess, in this game is actually, what was that? What's this? Some sort of tablet? Oh, we have a new conversation. Well, let's see what that is. I found a tablet that belongs to the guy in the lab. Any information on what we can use? I couldn't find anything related to the meltdown or the interplanetary shield, but I found some interesting info on Geiger, the guy living in the lab. It appears he's a scientist, well, very skilled in the fields of mechanics and chemistry, but it seems lately he's been focusing on theoretical research. After acquiring a fascination with solving the so-called Millennium Equation, I'm having trouble understanding what this equation actually is. But it's clear that Gregers has spent a lot of time and effort researching it, and his work somehow brought him to Suder Isle. Maybe he thought the ancient Sudrins would be relevant to his research somehow. He must be especially passionate about his work if he's willing to come to Suder Isle for it. and it seems he regrets it. I found a text file Greiger wrote about his time here. In Greiger's words, I knew coming to Suter Isle was dangerous, but nothing could have prepared me for Salacia. I'll never forget that frightening voice of hers. It has an indescribable otherworldly presence. It rattles me to my core, absolutely terrifying. And she's powerful too. I've seen what happens to creatures that try to fight Salacia. Anyone that dares stand up to her is killed, or worse, brainwashed into doing her bidding. A Penguin poised to take Salacia down, and a minute later it was at her side defending her. But not me. She knows I'm too cowardly to fight back, and gets more pleasure out of toying with me. Sending wave moths to pester me, showing up herself in the middle of the night for a cheap scare. That's kind of creepy. And then she laughs at me in her horrifying voice. I can't believe this is what Salacia does for fun. It always happens when I least expect it. What did I do to deserve this unbearable torture? But soon it will come to an end. I'm concocting a way to turn myself from a coward into a fighter. I will become braver, stronger, a monster. So help me, I will claw out Salacia's vocal cords myself, and this nightmare will finally be over. Greiger really wants this Salacia creature gone. I can't blame him. He's probably not in a great mental state. Try your best not to anger him, Oracle. Agreed.
Oh, poor Garfield.
I like how it's his name now. Alright, well, we found something going this direction. Little rewards, little rewards. Alright, let's try this way. Okay, so we tried left, we tried down. I think right is going to lead us to the other side of that, but we're just going to go confirm that real quick.
I bet at the end, Wally is going to be Salacia the whole time. Oh man, Daddy Cloud.
Yeah, super daddy cloud. See if there's any other places we can use our slashy claw. Alright, yep, so that leads to the other side of that, so we got that confirmed. And we'll try going right and see what that leads us. So where I think we're trying to get is the bottom left corner of the map. I think you can just look at the map over here. And I know that the ocean is a way to get through there, and we'll go back there if we continue to be lost. Like this was, as I said, a part where I got lost last time, and ended up doing what we were trying to do at the beginning of the stream. Oh gosh, get out of here. And we can't stop that damage, so we'll just take it. I think we can go up here. And there's a card. That's nice. Wave moth. Salacia is an interesting boss.
I wonder if there'd be some way to. I wonder if there'd be any way to make a boss that supposedly has the power of an Oracle and can see the future. I guess technically Psycho Mantis did that.
Yeah. Although this game doesn't have a second controller slot. Whoops.
Yeah, the enemies don't know to put their controllers in the other slot.
Yeah. It was such a weird solution to that. I mean, the whole fight was very trippy for the time period, but kind of a weird conclusion. It's like, can't believe you used the other controller slot, because that makes sense.
Yeah, breaking the third wall, like actually in game, in canon, is an odd choice, but I guess that's just kind of.
No, it was really cool at the time, I think. But
so I actually bought Death Stranding because I found it for like $20. I haven't played it yet. I think at the very least it'll be a unique experience.
I was told that game was a Metroidvania, so you'll have to let me know.
I mean, I know it has traversal mechanics.
We're gonna go try going this way, just because we've run out of options that aren't down in the ocean. Whoops. You know it has what mechanics?
It has traversal mechanics.
Oh.
In fact, I think that's like half the game. I think. You know what? Even if it's not a great game, I gotta hand it to him. He tried something different, and that's pretty darn rare in this game.
Especially with a AAA budget. Like something like this is made by a couple of people. Very innovative. One of the best things about it is how different it is. But, you know, to do this with $100 million in your pocket, as your budget.
Bold.
Yes.
I think it kind of worked out for them. Like, Death Stranding did pretty well, didn't it?
I think so. Oops. Completely wrong. Sniper shot. I think it made its money back.
I hope it did.
Like, I think that was the big thing behind why Konami kind of crashed down on him, is because there just wasn't a good return on the amount of money that Kojima was spending.
Sure. I mean, I think there is a lot to be said. We always kind of poo-poo the publishers, but there's really something to be said for a publisher pushing a developer to finish their game. Otherwise, you end up with...
You mean if you have an infinite... We're not going to name any names here, but if you have an
like
unlimited budget, crowdsourced...
You really have no incentive to ever, finish your game.
It's a tugging. There's a give and take there. So.
I mean, on the flip side, you don't want publishers pushing devs to push out games before they're done.
It's easy It's easy to point a finger and blame when things go wrong, and it's generally more complicated than we can ever generalize. Alright, well, we're about to go back to the ocean here. Because I cannot remember where the trick is. We'll go and explore the right side over here just to cover our bases. On the plus side, we have 4 hit points, which is not too shabby.
Yeah, we're in beast mode. I don't think those 4 hit points are going to be enough for when the planet explodes, though.
Okay, let's see. So, just FYI, if you spend 20 minutes before you find out about the planet exploding, it still explodes. I don't know if anyone's wondering that. Yeah, and I think that it just tells you to go back to the beginning or something. I don't remember. I think I left it on for 20 minutes just to see what happens. That looks... Oh gosh. That looks suspicious, so I'm going to go ahead and let my vision come back. And
actually, knowing that, maybe you don't have anything to do with the planet exploding. If you just sit on your ship for 20 minutes and it explodes anyway, unless attacking and killing that gargoyle at the very beginning of the game is what causes the planet to explode.
Chain reaction. Don't you know I was a load-bearing boss?
Darn load-bearing bosses.
I love that trope. Okay, so it's this way. We're just gonna explore the map a little bit more. I think we're only missing one movement ability upgrade at this point, like the one that lets me get up this shaft here. That's what we're missing. I wonder if we can cut our way out of these gauntlets now. Let's find out. No, there's too many enemies in the way. Mission accomplished either way, I guess. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we can go down here? Looking at the map, it looks like there's... No, I think that's just the crosshairs. I didn't see anything that was overtly indicating that we need to have the power turned on for any reason. Sure, let's add this to our timeline. Why not? I'm gonna have to rewind anyway. Let's go ahead
Like,
and
could you conceivably... What would happen if, like, every 15 seconds you went back and created a new save checkpoint?
I think at a certain point you have to delete one before it lets you keep it. I don't know if it forces you to choose or if it chooses for you. I don't know if I ever got to that point. I think I deleted timelines just to keep it organized.
I think if you can just delete whichever ones you want, you can just break the game.
What do you mean? Like, I don't think that's possible.
Like, if you delete your early checkpoints early in the timeline, and then you have to go back that far for whatever reason.
You can do anything. Like, when you're ready to beat the game... Wow, I guess you actually have to use the acorn to break it. Starting from the first checkpoint is actually ideal. Because so many of your upgrades are actually permanent. Oops. I don't think you could ever get yourself into a dead game. Hey, how's it going, Silverant? Oh, okay, so there's that. We're just kind of lost right now, trying to figure out. I think the ocean is the only choice, so. I'm running into the same problem I had the first time I played, so we'll just go to the ocean, I guess.
Not all who wander are lost, but we are.
That is your wisdom from Nick for the day, so that'll be 559.
A bargain.
Let's see. I think this is the wrong way, but we're going to keep going anyway. Oops. That was really... Okay. Okay. Wow, that just destroys them. Yeesh. I need to use that more often.
Yeah, cut down a steel door.
That's true. And I'd start on the wrong side of this guy. Oh, that was almost bad. Alright, let this guy come in. Alright. Well, so much for getting that perfect. Alright, we can't go down there yet. We can just not get caught in the corner of that platform. I can't wait till I get the next upgrade for my gun. So right now, every other of my shots is 2. You get one that, or get an upgrade that basically makes it every shot. Convenient. It makes it so you can kill those moths without having to charge your gun in one hit.
Oh, that's nice. Nice for the clouds too.
That was close.
Acid seal. Use acid breath. It's very effective.
It's a Pokemon.
Actually, I guess technically it wasn't effective at all.
It's true. Well, when your opponent can see the future, it kind of makes it a little difficult.
Are there any time Pokemon? Are there any Pokemon that can see the future? I feel like there have to be.
There's that legendary from Gen 4 that's based on time. I can't remember if it's Dialga or Palkia. Things I know. Pokemon lore today. What's that?
I don't know anything beyond Gen 1. Like, literally the only Pokemon I have played is Pokemon Red.
Honestly, I'm a rotten Gen 1er. I definitely prefer Gen 1. We did it after however many tries the first time. Okay. Oh gosh.
On your second try.
And we're about to lose this timeline because I did not see that ghost. What's that?
Oh. Oh, no, you made it. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about Pokemon.
Alright, well now we can actually move forward.
It was definitely the best Twitch plays Pokemon.
Yeah, they tried that with all the other ones, didn't they?
Yeah, didn't catch on. I still put Twitch plays Pokemon, like the first one, when they played Pokemon Red. That's in like my top 5 favorite internet things.
So, these vines, I think you can slash through them while they're a certain color. So you have to get to these vines in a certain time frame. Otherwise they break. Or they make it so they're impassable. So that's what that symbol was, like right here. And I think we need to get down here faster. So we're gonna have to get here without the yeah, Monster Sanctuary is the Pokemon Metroidvania. It's in early access right now, so it'll be a while before I'll be able to review
I mean, it kind of makes... I mean, your powers would be monsters that you capture, obviously.
I mean, you could argue that the original Pokemon is a Metroidvania if ability gating is the only thing that you use to determine Metroidvania-ness. Because you have the, the cut ability and... Why is that not killing him? What the heck? So is this whole time not the grenade? It wasn't the grenade that was killing him, but my bullet?
Yeah, I think you can just shoot them, can't you?
Well, I was shooting the grenade because I thought that was what was killing them, but I guess not. Those seals are... Alright, so we're at 1 minute. Okay, I remember now. So you can get through those vines if you make it fast enough. And then the flowers indicate how many minutes have passed since you lost your ability to get past that. I don't know if what I said made sense, but in a minute here it'll
fall into place.
Yeah. Come on, first try. Oh, good. I am doomed to get hit by that thing every time. Okay.
And I like you ignore the prompt every time.
Yes. Well, it's dark and it's blue and...
That is
so
in the background there. That is Echo the Dolphin, who we have not seen since the Sega Genesis.
Also possibly a Metroidvania. I think we can use...
I remember...
There we go.
I remember renting Echo the Dolphin, like as a kid, and not getting anywhere in that game because I couldn't figure out where to go.
That game... I've tried playing that a few times. Even now, like, even with all of my experience doing Metroidvania things, it's hard to start. Alright, we're about to go back to our other checkpoint. Yep. I might be able to make this. Oh. Wow. I am surprised that we're still alive. Okay, we definitely can't do that. I think at some point we get the ability to swim.
Jeez.
Oh gosh. Well, hopefully that's enough. Alright, let's let our visions come back and we're gonna make it through this. Come on. Let's actually hit it. There are times that I wish I was Samus and had the ability to shoot diagonal. Samus is the superior girl in a suit. Confirmed. Oop.
You're technically not a girl in a suit.
Wait,
You're a slug. Slug in a...
Slugs can be female too.
Oh, okay, touche. Most slugs like age-entered.
Huh? I think there might be a lot that are
Like
asexual.
they just split.
You're thinking worms? We are not biologists, by the way, so do not take any of our...
I mean, I cannot think of a single situation in which knowing the difference between a slug and a worm is an important factoid.
Nick is a history major, and I am an accountant, so... Accountant slash humanities major.
Zoology is not our forte.
Oh, that's ominous. Let's see if we can touch it.
Oh, hey.
Oh, we touched it. Cool. Now we got one.
Wait, what was that?
We'll find out later. We actually can't do anything with that for a long, long time. Oh man, I remember this part. This part is crazy.
Imagine just walking down the street and finding a big orange orb.
Oh. Yeah, some good platforming in this section.
There, are we getting into the tricky platforming part of this game?
Yes, we're in the tricky platforming section. This is the part that earns the tricky platforming tag that I have on my review. Oh,
Like hallway.
I think. So what I need to do is I need to slash dodge. Oh. All right, we're gonna explore over here a little bit. We're gonna kill this timeline. That's what we're gonna do. Failed timeline. Unfortunately, if you let it get that far, you have to go through that screen.
Future refused to change.
Yes.
Imagine how cool it would be if somebody made like an RPG, like a traditional JRPG, but used this like time map system to go around.
Okay, so
I think that would be super cool.
For the record, you can't air dodge after slashing, so...
If they're on the second dodge.
Nope. Alright, we're down here now. I think that all that's up there is possibly a health upgrade, so... Clearly we would want that at some point, but...
Not right now.
Alright. I just killed that female jellyfish. Because we're now gendering everything in this game.
I was gonna say, why is it a female jellyfish? We don't.
Wow.
I don't know.
Because... Oh gosh. Okay.
It's a bad combo of enemies.
Let's see if we can go through the top, we're going to try the top route again.
Seems like if you let all the enemies spawn in, you have a bad time.
Yeah, you want to use the shadows that tell you where the enemies are going to be early on to kind of plan what you're going to do. Okay, so somehow we need to get across that without using our double jump. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that one a little bit. A little puzzle.
Maybe you have to use the wall jump thing that you get later.
It's possible. So I want to kind of try and stay up. Oh, there it is right there. I don't want this cloud to do its thing because these jellyfish are pretty easy to deal with.
Yeah, the clouds are rough.
We don't want
Undodgeable rings of death are usually not great.
Alright, let's see. Let's play peekaboo with this guy. Whoop. There. Get over here in case there's no... Okay, that's the end of that. Perfect. Come on. Okay, so basically if you go across that way, then you don't have to do the gauntlet. And I think the reason why that's important is because up here there's another one of those, what do you call it? Vine things? That if you don't get it in time, then you don't get the reward. Yeah, right there. So we have to be here 3 minutes earlier. That's rough. Oh gosh. Now wait a minute. Oh. Okay, well let's see if we have the timeline that we have this area turned off. Let's see. Right here. How many minutes was that?
I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's me or you, but I'm buffering a whole lot.
How's it looking, Silveringe? Is the stream okay? Okay, so it might be you then. We gotta hurry. We gotta go fast. We gotta go fast. I don't know if this is
like,
the right way or not.
What game had those time gates?
So this was actually a little bit of knowledge gating. Oh, we have to get here a minute earlier than we did. Shoot, that's gonna be tough. All right, let's start from the beginning. What were you saying about what? I interrupted you.
I was saying those time gates reminded me of something. And it was,
Dead Cells.
Dead Cells.
Yes. The controversially not a Metroidvania game. I was joking on the Discord that I should make a top 10 list, but make it only low-fit Metroidvania games. Okay, so you can't...
And just call it top Metroidvanias?
Yes. That might be a good April Fool's top 10. Put actually good games on the list, but, you know, just... It's pretty common for people to, like, link a... Come on, dude. Throw your...
I mean, I'm not even super active in the community, and I can name a few.
Somehow I managed to go completely the wrong direction. We're trying to find... Okay, so this is it. So we got here in 1 minute. That's pretty good. Alright, it was a triangle X square. There we go. I think that Garfield turns that thing on. Oh, sorry, I can just do that. Hey, if you go fast enough, you actually don't need the claw to get in that way. Interesting. It's interesting when I see sequence break opportunities as I'm playing.
That they've actually coded in.
Yeah, I think that speedrunners would have a field day with this game. People who enjoy just pushing a game to its limit.
Sure.
It's one of those situations where I wish this game was more popular because I would love to see speedruns.
A vibrant speedrun community.
Yeah, see this show up at AGDQ. I'm sure the developer would like that too.
I mean, you could play it speedrun.
That's true. Oh yeah, I should probably find out. I actually don't. I've talked to Indie Ors before doing any of these streams, so it was really easy to chat with him. I have never chat with this developer.
Oh yeah, you should invite everybody when you play their game.
Yeah. Ah, we get the wall run. Nice. And this is one of the most awkward abilities in the game. Oops. There we go.
Actually haven't caught up with you yet. There you go, you just got wall run.
Oh, that's not good. Nick's commentary is now on delay.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm on so far a delay.
Okay, so you hold the... Oops. Okay, I need to read the tutorial on this because... There we go. So if you hold the... Alright, I gotta read the tutorial on this because this is one of the more awkward parts of the game. Help. Chamber flashback, charge shot. Alright. Hold jump near a wall while moving upwards to run up the wall. So I just need to hold the jump button. Okay, that's a lot easier than I was making it. Whoops. That was way easier than I was making it. I actually think I need to go back. Probably good to go back anyway, just to get our time back. I actually don't know that there's anything over here. I'm just curious.
Well, that is at the core of any Metroidvania.
That's true. I actually don't know if we can get up here yet, but we're gonna find out. Whoops. We're gonna use all of our visions trying to do it. There we go. Okay, now that I've actually read the controls on that, this is actually not as bad as I thought. And I think if I do that, we can go this way. And I think that's Celestia? Yeah, Celestia, Fear Guardian of Suitor Isle and Protector of the Endoplanetary Shield. If Celestia is supposed to be protecting the shield, she hasn't been doing a very good job. I'd like to speak with her. Wally, any ideas where Celestia might be? I don't know. Maybe she's somewhere you haven't checked yet. Is that helpful? Not particularly. I'm sorry. I want to help, but there's not much I can do cooped up in the ship. Then why not leave the ship and explore the island like me? Ah, look, I just remembered shortly before we landed, I saw a peculiar looking area outside the window. It was a colorful land in the clouds, just west of the landing zone. Maybe Celestia is there. I haven't seen her anywhere else, so that's possible. Thanks. Yeah, no problem.
Wally.
Thanks, Wally. I think we've been here before. Okay, I know where this is. We're going to explore this direction just for the fun of it.
It's like somewhat foreboding.
Well, this is where the endoplanetary shield is. We actually cannot go further this direction. I was actually playing around in here during my sound test this morning, so... Alright, let's go ahead and go there without the power turned on, just to see what it's like. I've been kind of losing track of time, so I have to check where we're at.
We get about a half hour.
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't know that we'll make it to a boss today. I like to end on a boss, as you know, but I don't know if we'll actually make it that far. Okay, so yeah, that time, maybe it's the... Like, when I hit the button again to start charging my gun again? Yeah, we might as well go grab this as long as we're in the area. No reason not to. That was cool. How come that's not, maybe I need to use my... There we go. I guess I wasn't making enough movement there. Alright. Oops. I remember the wall jumping being a little bit awkward.
I mean, it looks amusing.
Oops. Okay. Like, you have to... Whoops. You have to be, like, right next to the wall when you hit the jump button. Getting used to the wall jump is going to be the biggest challenge, I think, for many players. And I remember... I don't know, I remember that not being a good idea to kill that thing. But we're going to go ahead and roll with it. I remember that the this is about the point in the game where a lot of players get lost. What a peculiar statue. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is a tone totem. If a tone totem is uncapped and it's a windy day, air will pass through its hole and play a nice sound. The pitch of the sound is based on the size and shape of the hole. And I think we have to charge shot to get rid of the cap.
It would be funny if that's totally not what that is, and Wally's just incompetent.
Making things up.
Yeah.
You just don't believe that Wally could actually be helpful.
You're not wrong.
Alright, so I think 2 minutes in is not too bad for that. I'm going to go ahead and backtrack to when we had the power turned on. And use that same save point with the power turned on. Because I know at some point we're going to want that. Let's see, where is this? This is down in the water. I'm going to go ahead and delete this timeline. And I don't think this one's going to be useful either. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. So got rid of those. And I think we're good to get rid of all of these. I don't see any reason to keep any of these. So we're just going to clean up a little bit. There. So now we have a timeline where we have the power turned on, where we don't. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this and this. And we're going to start from scratch here. Alright, now we just have to get up to the windy area. I think what it is the wind turns on when the power is on. So I just want to get up there with the power turned on, and then we'll explore around with the power turned off, and vice versa.
Sure.
I can't remember if this is the best way or if it's better to go back up to the ship. But we're going to go this way, just for the fun of it. Because that is the name of the game today. Oh, that was clutch. So was that. Okay, so I can't one-shot the Pokemon. Oh. Okay. Whoa! We went on too far. Alright. Alright, we screwed it up. It's fine. Yeah, those guys take a lot of hits if you don't hit the grenade. Can you put your grenade in a position that's easy for me to hit? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what was happening before. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible, so I have as much time as possible up there.
There couldn't be, like, hits, or, like, specific areas. Like, if you shoot them from the head, they die quicker.
It's possible? I haven't noticed. I just failed this time. Okay. Ah. Okay, we're not going that direction next time.
All that and killed by a moth.
What is that? The Hollow Knight joke? What are those flies that shoot the 3 like orange orbs?
Oh my gosh. Ace.
The aspids,
I want to say
or whatever.
aphids, but that's aspids. Yeah. Those are awful. Oh my gosh.
They are a meme on the Hollow Knight subreddit because they end so many Steel Soul runs.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. The combination of their firing pattern and the fact that they run away from you is so annoying.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing was, isn't there a that heart piece where you have to go all the way across the world without taking any damage?
Yeah, I think, isn't that when you have the flower in your hand?
Yeah, it's the flower. I think it's 0 damage. I don't remember. I actually never did that.
Yeah, it's a 0. You have to get across the map, no damage.
So. Yeah.
I mean, that's not that bad. Like, I mean, that's bad, but not ridiculous bad.
For sure.
It's not Radiance.
There's a harder version of Radiance now.
There is. It's ridiculous. I have fought it, but not killed it.
There are a lot of
he's-
things that definitely don't seem as bad in context. Okay, so the wind is not on, so I don't know what's going on here. So, but we'll go ahead and warp over here. So each node has a symbol. So if you can remember that this is the music symbol, then you can more easily find your way back to zones that you want to get to. Okay, so I remember what these flowers are now. So they have these. Did you see what happened? Oops.
I haven't caught up yet.
Okay. The flowers have these little spines that they leave everywhere.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about, where you want the power to be on. You can't get through.
Wait. What was that weird thing that was up on the top of the screen? That was like a little seed-looking thing. Because he was hilarious.
We'll see him again in a second. Yeah. And now he's gonna be dead. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, man. His face right before he blows up is the best thing ever.
That's awesome. Scared the pants off of me.
I like that you didn't just die. You died like 6 times.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna go in here with the power on right now, because apparently I can't get anywhere. So this is another puzzle area. We'll probably have to wait till next week to solve it. Oh gosh. Alright, let's turn the power back off. I need to recover. It's Rupert's drop. Pretty much. Oh
Man,
gosh.
he kind of is. I wonder if that's...
He looks like
what it's
one.
supposed to be. Yeah, he does look like one, and he explodes.
I think this game might do a, you know, like in the credits where they list off the name of all the enemies that you fought.
I always liked that.
I think this game might do that, so yeah, we might be able to find out.
It always reminds me of Super Mario World.
Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can ignore this guy, because I don't see any reason to kill him.
I don't know, his little face when he dies, though. Just goes wall-eyed
no.
and explodes.
Oh! Okay. You just be really careful of these guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I actually managed to dodge that one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the speed of projectiles in this game is just hardcore.
Yeah, like I said, it would not work if you didn't have the ability to just reverse things that happen, you know?
Yeah, it's an interesting mechanic, just because we're not used to moving that fast.
I mean, you could make the argument that your health is basically the same as your vision bar, and some players might feel that way, but psychologically speaking, it feels less unfair when you lose vision compared to an actual hit point.
I think of it more of as a, like a rechargeable shield, like in Halo.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay. Shervis. Let's talk to him. You! What do you want? I need to speak with Celestia. Don't say any more. You know Celestia can't talk to you after you stitched her mouth shut. Now Celestia's beautiful voice will never be heard again. How horrible. How sickening. I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't even met her yet. Well, you can't see her. She's locked herself in the throne room. The door to the room won't open unless a summoning chord is played, and I don't know what that means. Oh, poor Celestia, her beautiful voice gone with the wind. Gone with the wind? Yeah, don't you know? When the wind blows westward through here at a certain time each day. Okay, so that's what it is. Wind will blow through the floatlands in 5 minutes and 52 seconds. How interesting. Thanks, Shervis. You've been somewhat helpful.
He was way more specific than Wally's ever been.
We're just gonna compare.
Sherman should be your assistant.
We're gonna compare every NPC to Wally now. At least this NPC's better than Wally.
I mean, we've only met PCs, and they're both more helpful than Wally.
Poor Wally. All
Hey, he could be better. He chooses not to be.
His only crime is that... Oh, you actually have to take a heart in order to get this. Okay, I get it. He could be better. He just chooses not to be. Oh, boy. Okay, this is a position I like these things, because I can more easily...
Duck down.
Oh, gosh. Combining a Rupert's drop with the Pokemon. I'm just going to let my visions come back. Thank you very much.
I mean, you're not locked in the room with these guys. You could just dodge.
True. Okay, so this is F. Oh, good. There's a heart piece up here. I think this is one of the ones I did not collect before I did the final boss. Whoops. I don't want to hit any of those buttons yet, I don't think. Okay, we're going to wait here until the wind blows, I guess? How much time did he say?
It was like 5 minutes. We gotta wait all the way down to like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we actually have the ability to... let's see. I think we have the ability to just wait. I just don't remember how to do it. No, we can wait from...
A save point.
A save point, that's what it is. Oh gosh.
Which I'm not sure that's gonna save us a ton of time.
Well, we need to have enough time to actually make it back there.
I mean, we can't just wait.
I don't want to wait 5 minutes, that's boring. Anyway, we just unlocked a way of getting back up there anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. So you think that it blows about 10 minutes? So let's wait.
Yes, I think so.
Let's give ourselves about a minute to get back up there, I think, is probably enough. I'm probably going to mess this up.
Maybe do like a minute 30. I mean, at worst, we have to wait an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's better than waiting 5 minutes.
Or messing up and having to do it again.
Yeah. I love that this game is just one big puzzle box.
It is fun.
Puzzles are one of those niche things that... It's really difficult because, you know, I like a game because it has great puzzles, and then I recommend it, and then people are like, oh, you give this game, you know, a 5 out of 5. I'm going to try it. This game's terrible. I'm like, well, the entire appeal is the puzzles.
Sure. I mean, you have to like the underlying mechanics of the game. Okay, this took way less time than I thought it would.
I think it would be faster to just wait it out, or go ahead and give ourselves, like... 30 seconds. Let's try this. We're trying to save all this time and we're going to end up overshooting it or something. Because we want to be on that boat when it leaves, so... Don't want to miss our boat.
The ageless struggle.
Alright, well, that's good. 20 seconds is fine. So yeah, I try and describe all the things that people might not like from a preferential standpoint in my reviews. But if you just look at the score and not read the review, then you'll probably miss stuff like that.
Well, yeah, that's why scores are... A lot of people don't even apply scores.
Okay, so now we got the... I'm going to go ahead and take a screen cap. ACEG. So now we know the answer to what we need to have blowing when the wind blows. So now we're going to zoom back and see if we can get to that boss in the next 15 minutes. We might be able to pull it off. Let's find out. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. And I can't remember...
I gotta say, just from a gamey standpoint, that was one of the most gamey puzzles I think I've ever seen. It's literally a boat that drifts across clouds to hit a dead end with a password carved into a rock.
Oops. Okay, we know we want this one. I'm going to push triangle so I don't have to... Sorry, triangle on my controller. so I don't have to accidentally push up. Oh yeah, I'm really excited to play Outer Wilds. Anyway, I'm a big fan of puzzles. I'm not always very good at them. I will admit that I used the guide when I played La Lana. I think that only the elite have been able to pull that game off without using a guide. Oh gosh. All right, this is gonna be trickier than I thought. Okay. Let's go back to the thing. So we have to have the power turned on because there is a platform that moves back and forth that you have to get past. All right, let's see here. Oops. Let me go back one more just to save ourselves some time, because we also want to make sure that we get all this done before the wind blows, so we only have 7 minutes to pull it off.
Sure.
So I don't think we're going to make it to the boss. This is going to be one of the first times that... Oops, I did it again. It's going to be one of the first times I haven't been able to end a stream that way, but we do have a hard stop today. Unfortunately, I can't push this any longer today. Well, let's not give up before the show is over, right?
Yeah, we'll give it a run.
Was G one of the letters? I can't remember.
I have completely forgotten all of the letters.
All right, let me go back to my screenshot real quick. Good thing I took a screenshot, right? A-C-E, so Ace G. That should be easy to remember, right? Ace G.
I can maybe remember that.
Possibly. Okay, so we got G. And we just need C. So we don't want F. You know what? I think that Rupert's drop should kill the Pokemon. I'm going to see if we can skip these guys. Alright, let's go down here, because I think... Oh, look, it's in one of those orbs. Whoops. Alright, well, I don't think we need to be up there, and I think I can just climb up there if we need to. So let's go down this way. Oh, we can't yet. It's funny that I remember which platforms are breakable, even though... Alright, so I think if we... Okay, well, I had the right idea. Just bad execution. Right, I'm going to actually wait for my visions to come back, because if I screw this up, then we have to go back and get the other...
Do that again, yeah. Take your time.
By that same token, though, we do have a hard time limit. So this is the one where we have to have the power on in order to get to it. Oh, okay. Alright, so it has to bounce back just a little bit. Got it. Okay. Now let's get back out of here without falling down. Whoops. Which may be harder than... Okay. Not too bad. Alright, we don't need to go this way. Okay. Get past the Rupert's drop. Oh gosh. Okay, let's not kill the Rupert's drop first. Oh, I'm out of juice. That's not good. How is he not dying? What the? He's tricking me. I don't know what that was all about. Well, let's wait for my visions to come back. Alright.
He's like, am I gonna? I don't know. Am I gonna?
Oh, that might be true. Okay, so D is not one of the numbers, or one of the letters numbers.
Oh, wait a minute. If there is a weak spot, then that makes sense on the birds, because they have a big red thing on their head.
That may be why we're not figuring that part out. Okay, okay. It's cool. Oh, gosh, I have no idea if I can pull this off. Let's see. If I do the wall here, then I can flip... Okay. There might be... Oh, you actually can get healed. Alright, not here. Ideally, I would get all this done and be able to save beforehand. There it is, ace. Alright, now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and try and save. And actually, that's where the Rupert's drop breaks, isn't it?
Yeah, you smash the tail.
So yeah, this is actually literally...
Hey, Rupert's drop enemy?
I think it literally is fashioned after a Rupert's drop.
I think that's hilarious.
And I only know about Rupert's drop thanks to the YouTube channel Smarter Every Day, where he shoots at the Rupert's drop with the AK-47 and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I hit A at some point. Oh, A is right here. This is A. So we're good. Alright, so how much time do we got left, Nick? Do you want to give it a shot?
You got 9 minutes.
Alright, we can try the boss. Or we could call it here and try the boss next time. What are you feeling?
No, it's up to you. I mean, if we hit 10:30, you can always finish them off, and then I can always catch up later.
Let's give it a shot. Worst thing that can happen is that we don't make it.
That is true.
And once you master that, it feels really good. So I had this. So I'm playing in windowed mode, so I can read the chat box. Oh crap! I can't actually make it past that. All right, well I guess I can't go this route. I guess I'll drop down this hole over here. This is the tricky part: is mapping out or giving myself enough time to get there without having to wait a time when I actually get there. All right, so we already cleared this room. Alright, here we go. We just have to wait just a little bit, and we should be able to fight the boss. We'll get to see the boss, and when we get close to the time, if we can't beat him in 5 minutes, then we'll call it.
Okay.
So, I gave myself too much time. But I'd have too much time than not enough time, though.
Nah, that's fine.
I kind of glow blue when I jump. I don't know why that's happening. I can't remember if I had a power-up that does that.
Do you always glow blue?
Maybe? Weird. Okay, here we go.
Maybe you get that when you get double jump?
Maybe. You abused your role as guardian of Suitor Isle. The world is in grave danger because of it. And it appears you have nothing to say for yourself. How shameful. ... Oh. I remember this being kind of a fun boss. Whoops. The siren boss. Obligatory musical boss.
Oh, should I turn sound on?
Music's not on super loud. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that no matter what. Okay, so she just opened up her mouth. Oh! I don't know what you're supposed to do there.
Yeah, it is a lot like that. With the sight that rotates around.
It's musical death. It's death metal.
Oh.
Alright.
I do enjoy the theming.
Yeah. I think it's cool that she like rips her mouth open partway through the fight. We're off to a great start on this attempt. Okay,
Imagine this thing
I know
just
what I'm supposed to do.
appearing in. Imagine this thing just appearing in your bedroom in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you can see why the cat guy is crazy now. Okay, so he takes damage because he rips his own mouth open. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Which is actually kind of a cool...
you're right. I thought that was you doing like a charge shot or something when
Me
you
too.
did that.
Kind of a neat...
Yeah, that's good attention to detail.
Kind of a neat thing they did there. I did say this game was amazing, right? Oh gosh. Kill the music block notes because... Alright, give it another shot. Very cool boss. Alright, we're going to give it 2 good attempts and then we're going to call it. Well, we got to see her before we logged out this week.
True. Now we know. This will be a cliffhanger.
Now you know who Celestia is, and you know she's not the final boss. Oops.
I bet Wally is the final boss.
I do appreciate that they like built her up before you fight her.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just rocking it this time. Let's see, hope I can keep it up. Oop, apparently not. Never. I spoke too soon. Okay, let's see here.
Nothing worse than saying things are going great.
Yes. I don't know the trick to dodge that one yet. So these notes drop vision power, so that's good. So that can keep us alive a little longer. Am I just not seeing the telegraph on this one? Maybe I'm supposed to do that based off of tone? I haven't figured that one out yet.
I'm not real sure what you're supposed to do. Oh, maybe you're supposed to just go up all the way? Can you run on the ceiling?
Well, it seems like the... Oh gosh, we're so close and I want to do this because of the time limit. Oh my gosh. It is tone. I figured it out. Oh, except it's too late. Okay, so it goes do, you know, like where there's a gap in the music. All right, we're going to go ahead and call it here. I know that it's very close to the boss being done, but this will be something to open up next week with. I think it'll be good. Cliffhanger. So, I know. Tune in at exactly 9 o'clock next week if you can make it, and we'll do this boss when we pick up next time. And I'm trying to think. We may be close to beating this game. I know that we get one of the major power-ups at this point, so I think we may be right there. So it'll either be this next week or the week after, I think. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.